Dramatics, welcome back to the initial reactions with the Dramatic Bestie here, and we are going to talk about episode 1 of Till the End of the Moon. So Bestie, what are your impressions about this episode?
I really like the setup so far, the fact that she has to go back in time and like fix the moment that like he all the elements that forces him to turn into a demon.
Mm-hmm.
She goes back and figures out, oh wait, it's a little bit more bigger than just this one moment, like the series of unfortunate events.
Yes.
He has to, like, he's been through, and I'm like, oh no, and she's realizing, like, just how terrible she is. Like, she pushes her sister into the lake, which I'm like, that's some diabolical stuff.
Or at least the original Yishu was a terrible person.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
But the fact that she's learning about this girl's actual, like, past and what she's done, all the terrible things that she's manipulated and hurt people, and then I'm like, oh no. But I think I like the part where she was inspecting Tentai-jin. She's like, he doesn't look all that bad, he don't look all that scary, and then she's like, well, would you like to kill me? And then that like set in. And I felt that too, because I was like, oh no.
Because I'm like, even like from the backstory that you hear about how god awful Yishu was, let alone like how she is to other people, let alone how she would be to Tentai-jin.
Yes.
That's kind of valid. I validate his feelings of wanting to like automatically want to strangle you, but it is also quite the dynamic shift of seeing him as this incomparable evil devil god that is pretty much impossible to beat. Lee Susu sees her entire sex slaughtered and stuff with no stopping, with her now vowing to go back into time to end this dude, but of course it comes with complications. But now it kind of gives you that whole like sentiment, like if you went back in time with teenage or baby Hitler, what would you do?
Yeah,
it is kind of like that, because she's seeing him as an innocent, and she can't really bring herself to kill him, even if the evil bones was not in play.
Exactly.
So,
and coming to find out, like, his biggest, like, Achilles heel is literally her existing.
Yes.
It's just like, oh, goddamn. Like, what do you do after that?
I mean,
how do you take that in? Just like, oh, I'm the problem.
I'm the problem. And especially since, like, you just got into this body where you're just like, this person was terrible. But, of course, like, with her, she's going to probably play off having some sort of amnesia or some kind of, like, personality change now that she had, quote-unquote, bumped her head.
Yep.
As she's inherited this new body. But I already know the new Yishu is going to change a lot of ties for that, which she should do.
Yes.
But I guess, like, from here on out, how do you think she will strategically try and change the future? What are your predictions?
Well, because she can't really antagonize him necessarily, because she's already identified, okay, it's her. So it's like, okay, how do I figure out his quote-unquote evil bones and still fulfill my mission? Like, try to befriend him, and that just freaks him out. And so it's like mend a lot of bridges, and she's already like freaking out her assistant. She's just like, what's wrong with you?
Right.
You must have hit your head really hard.
Really hard, because I'm so used to you being god awful even to me.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and I think in her efforts to try to build some type of connection or trust, it's gonna like make her more sympathetic to him. And I'm interested to see how it's going to play out, because I have a feeling it's kind of like a wounded stray animal. Like, they get taken in by humans, and at first they're all aggressive and shit, and just like, no, don't touch me, I don't want you to be around me. And then they realize, oh wait, you're not that bad.
Right.
But he's actually been abused by this girl, so.
Abused by her and by everybody.
Literally
in the kingdom,
everybody.
in her family. Whenever he's about to bite back, it's like, y'all had it coming.
Yeah.
Y'all really did. I can't really be mad at it.
I can't be mad, and it's one of those real things, like, you know, the nature versus nurture. Like, he's technically a product of his environment and how he grew up in, but also the people around him have been terrible to him. And it's like a little nerd at school that gets picked on and beat up all the time, and finally he fights back, and everyone's like, oh my god, I have no idea. I'm like, you created this monster.
You absolutely
all
did.
you had to do was leave him alone. Just let him go about his business. He wasn't bothering anybody.
Right.
Let him eat his glue and leave him alone.
Right. And And that's all he wanted to do was just like, he's just at the moment of just survival at this rate. But of course he's surviving in a kingdom that's not his own. And with people, of course, who are not his own, and of course never sympathize or empathize with him. They just considered him weird because, and I think this is getting a little ahead because like since he doesn't have any emotions, that he copies everything he sees to appear normal or to try and feel what it really does feel like to love or to care about somebody. But he doesn't have those elements in him. He just wasn't born with it. It goes to show also about like people really cutting down people who are different than them.
Yes.
Even if he wasn't the devil god, it seemed like they still would have been very aggressively evil to Tan-Tai-Jin for the simple fact that he was from a warring kingdom.
Yeah, he's different.
And he's different. And, like, it doesn't take much for people to hate. We see that every day in real life.
And he's not even really considered a person there. Like, he's a hostage. He's a pawn in this larger, political game. So it's like he can't even be comfortable. How do you be comfortable around people who are literally your enemies?
Right.
And you're not respected. You're not loved. You're not even treated halfway decent.
Right.
I'm seeing the demon god pipeline. Like, it's...
it's real. I can see it. And it seems like as if, like, with him staying in the river, I'm assuming that if Lee Susu didn't go back in time at this crucial time, that probably he would have died, kneeling there on that frozen lake for those 3 days, and then his evil bone would have came up, and I'm sure the first person he would have went after was Ishu.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Because the minute he dies, that's when the demon is born. Mm-hmm. Props to him for staying out there when I'm like, there's no telling what type of other physical abuse she's inflicted on him for less, so...
You will see that. You will see that. With Lee Susu occupying Ishua's body, now we'll get a little bit more compassion since the evil Yeshua brought the devil literally out of this man. So, of course, him being the devil, flawless makeup choices, like very, very dynamic. I really like the look of him, even though he's like terrifyingly evil. But I also like how Leo Yunshi can also just display this innocence, simplicity. I'm not trying to say demure, we're not going that route, but yeah, I guess like very innocent and like don't want to rock the boat and just wants to live and just be left alone. And him wanting to fight back. I know he's going to start gaining some powers to like try and become not as pushover or not as picked on anymore.
Gain a backbone, and then it kind of goes too far in the deep end where it's like, okay, well, I've established myself, I'm establishing my boundaries. Let me punish people the way people punish me. And
like for like.
Yeah, and instead of like, you know what, I can at least use experience to grow and maybe be a better person, maybe prevent other people from dealing with the same thing. It's like, well, I'm not getting stepped on anymore, so let me dish it out to everybody else. And it's like, oh no. But it's going to be a journey. I just know that. So.
It definitely will. Till the end of the moon, it'll be a journey. See what I did there? Well, we are off to watch episode 2. Yes. And so we'll come back with the episode 2 initial reactions and stuff. So let's get back to it. And hey, it's just our thoughts.